Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited to play God Hand. I'm so fucking excited to play God Hand.
I'm looking forward to this for many, many reasons. Mostly, I want to see how Ben handles playing God Hand on stream because I think it's gonna be funny.
Oh,
but
we're
it'll
playing
be great.
on easy.
No.
I mean, do you know how difficulties
Sarah.
work, Sarah?
Yes.
If
For
I
God
do better,
Hand,
it'll go back
specifically.
to normal.
Okay.
Yeah, this choice means very little because like God Hand is such that if you stomp on it too hard, it will just immediately promote you to highest difficulty and then kill you.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
The way it
Oh yeah, no
works.
subtitles, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Oh fuck.
Wait, you don't expect me to mop up, do you?
Anyway, the thing I was saying is you also have to remember, Sarah, he's playing with stream brain on, so he kind of needs the handicap.
Mm-hmm.
No, unacceptable. I think that's what makes it funniest.
Wow, I say.
That fur texture on her shoulders is, I think, the most graphically complex thing in this entire game.
Yeah.
So for
I
anyone,
don't even
who
think it's
is,
supposed to be fur. I think it's supposed to be fray fringe or whatever, but it looks like fur.
so anyone who has not played God Hand before, it is what would happen if you tried to make RE4 into a beat 'em up?
Yeah. But also, what if RE4 was a beat 'em up and significantly uglier?
Yeah.
Like, you know how RE4 is kind of a marvel of that era of video games because it's so beautiful despite being on a PS2. God Hand is none of that.
No.
No.
God Hand is the Morbius of the PlayStation 2 generation.
Yeah.
It is the best worst game of all time.
Yeah.
IGN rated it lower than Imagine Party Babies.
Yeah.
I will never forgive Justin McElroy for being the IGN reviewer who did the original Nier.
Was he really?
Yes, famously he got up to the second city you get to that has fishing things and lost track of the main quest and got stuck on fishing and then just gave up and posted the review.
I mean, understandable.
No, not understandable. Not even remotely. That should have disqualified him from being in the public.
Yeah, and he goes on to be one of the main involved persons in an advice podcast.
Amazing. We should know. Unacceptable.
So by the way, in case anyone didn't see it, you can just the camera exists and it defies any object to stop it from existing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is advanced technique in the PlayStation 2 era.
Mm-hmm.
We would get to like clean into 8th gen before people realized that you can do this again if it saves you from having a bad fucked up camera.
Right.
And I'll be real, they were correct to do that.
This is one of the smartest, worst games ever made.
This is what happens when you get a game made for $20 by someone who understands what you need to do to make a video game for $20.
Yeah.
As you can see, Ben has already been promoted back to normal difficulty.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, the little thing in the bottom, the level 2, it goes up to level die, I believe. And if you're doing better,
Yes.
the game will get harder. And if you do
do
worse, it'll
Okay.
it'll decrease.
Okay.
We have a level 3 after this, and then after that is level.
Oh yeah, by the way,
die because it's the
let's see if
joke.
I can trigger it.
The joke. However, there's an ability you can do. I forget if it's how you activate it, but you can learn an ability called Grovel, where you use it in place of like an ult, basically. Like instead of doing your normal ult, you do Grovel, and Grovel immediately drops you to lowest difficulty. I was there. You weren't able to cast it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to cast it because there's nothing in the way. But let me just show off the God Hand, the roulette wheel, which is one of the things of this game.
Oh yeah, and he had the ability to do it there. If he had done it there, he would not do any damage. to the
Demon
enemy
time, you know what
when
this
they
means?
point. You're gonna die.
I'm gonna activate the God Hand. And then I can just do this.
Yeah, you just wail on him.
Smart.
Oh, God Hand.
I think in level die, those things can kill you in like a hit and a half.
Oh, great.
And he's down.
There you go.
That's why you hold on to the God Hand.
Also, I love that you pick up a fruit, a healing item. He goes, "I love it.
I love it. Awesome. He's got the best like barks for picking up items. I like
They
the
should
one where he
make a
just
Baki
whistles.
video game that's just this.
Yeah,
Like unedited.
100%. Yeah. Like the exact same video.
Oh, you
game.
bitch.
Level down.
Saturn. This was on the PS2.
Yeah.
The peak of bootleg, like the peak of bootleg era video games. How do we know that that isn't out there somewhere in Taiwan?
It could exist just in Japan, like Japan only, right?
Well, the thing is, the shocking thing is, well, it's not really that shocking, but no one has ever tried to make a God Hand before God, like after God Hand.
Right.
You know, I think I was gonna say, if there's no Baki video game, apparently there are like 5 Baki video games that I've just never heard of. I was gonna say, if they're not going to make a Baki video game, I do think Chris Wolfhart from Gigaboots is right, and they should in fact just put Yujiro Hanma in Tekken.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Can I do Shockwave?
it
There we go.
occurs to me because this came out in 2006, right?
I believe it has the stink of
Yeah.
2006 all over it.
Yes, I believe,
Yeah.
because I could have sworn this was a 2004 game, and I remember, no, the thing about God Hand is that it somehow came out after 2005.
Yeah, didn't it come
Is it-
out after Resident Evil 4?
Yeah,
This
it
is,
came out-
Yeah.
so this is, funnily, so this is 2006. September 14th, 2006, which you will note, is one day before Undertale's birthday. So this
Oh my
year,
God, those
when...
games are contemporary? Those games
No,
are...
no. Undertale's
Okay.
2015, but like
okay,
the
I was
day.
supposed to be like, no. Okay, thank
When
God.
Undertale celebrates its 10th birthday this year, God Hand will have the day before celebrated its 19th birthday.
Oh my God.
What a time to be alive.
amazing.
So, I guess the thing that I was gonna say is like, I know immediately why they didn't make another God Hand, because it's a over the shoulder
Get out of the way, old man.
3D beat 'em up. You know what came out the year before and kind of revolutionized the idea of a 3D beat 'em up?
Was it Devil May Cry?
Well, that, and also Like a Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
So like, the stylish action had just become a thing now, but also somebody was making like a proper beat 'em up.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Also, everyone who was making stylish action was making it better than God Hand.
Yeah.
By like miles.
Or better or worse?
Better.
You know, don't quit begging.
Yeah, there's no world where I would call God Hand a good video game so much as a
Ballbuster.
bad video game that I like, which like Baki.
Yeah. There are many of those out in the world, bad things that I still like.
Ooh.
If you could get... Oh, sorry, continue.
Yes. So I'll show
I said
you.
cheese.
I'll show you the thing about God Hand that makes it actually really good.
Uh-huh.
Once I finish this level. Oh, thanks, buddy.
I love it.
Let me get all these.
But Sarah, you're...
Go ahead, Sarah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think I've cleared out everything. Oh no, I have not.
If you could get your dream studio and director... Oh, fuck. 1 second. Your dream studio and director to make God Hand Remake or God Hand 2, who would it be?
The same people.
Yeah, Clover's for one thing. Now that Clover is back.
Right. Like, all the exact same people. I just think they should be given, like, $200 million to do it instead.
In
right?
lieu of that, then RGG.
I respect both of those options. However, you guys want a God Hand that would be lauded as, you know, competent. Which is why I personally think you should make the dream team of getting Yuji Naka and the guy who made Shenmue out of jail and work on that together.
So this is why God Hand has the reputation it has. Because of the combo builder.
Right.
So you can... How do I get over? How do I have to back up? How the hell do I back out? There we yeah, set takes now. So now you can build your own combo. You can buy more slots for combo. You can customize the moveset. You can put any moveset in your basic combo or in your special attacks here. There is no limitation. You can do anything. So I like to put my guard break in my basic combo. The damage is a little bit lower, but now I don't have to think about guard breaking anymore. And then we'll do uppercut 6.
Oh, what is this penis music playing in the background?
It's the God Hand soundtrack.
God Hand is I think it's mostly penis music.
Right hook. So yeah. And you can kind of see what the combo looks like when you're done.
Right.
So like there's certain moves that go better, you know, with that lead into other moves better.
Yeah.
It's all smart. It's so smart. It's so fucking smart.
It's a good video game, Swerve.
So it's a little slow, so I'm gonna go back and try that again. I think you can just do it from here. Or is it? No, I don't want to buy
I
that.
notice Pimp Hand in there, which immediately dates this too. Oh yeah, this is mid-aughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also buy your power-ups here, your moves for your roulette wheel, but those are...
The thing is, they will never make another God Hand for many reasons.
Yeah, they cannot make God Hand 2.
You'll never get a God Hand 2. I would like for it to just be available on like modern consoles so that people can like fucking play it, right?
Actually, let's do back fist strike, and we'll put guard breaker here as the finisher.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's good. It feels good.
We can also
Feels
do
sexy.
we can do fights. We can go to the casino
Uh-huh.
and do dog races.
Of course. Right. I
Chihuahua
forgot
races.
about the dog races.
I think it's in here.
I'm just doing a check to make sure Saturn knows they're muted. Alright, they are intentionally muted. Okay, cool.
Where's the Chihuahua races?
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. I was just checking. As I so often
kicked in.
do.
I kicked in. So I asked that question, and I kicked in off of the God Hand stream extremely well by spilling a bunch of beer all over my desk.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So I had to go wipe it up before it got on anything. Because there's a bunch of brand new sound equipment on this desk.
Yes.
You see.
Saturn has a nice, fancy new recording setup.
It's somewhere in here. I'll find it later. We'll do Chihuahua racing later.
I had to, so I got a new microphone, and I got a Shure SM7B, the professional standard for freaks and weirdos and Twitch streamers galore, because I wanted to start doing some VTubing this year.
Yeah.
But it being a fancier XLR microphone, I also had to get a audio interface and like a preamp and shit.
Oh.
Which is, expensive, but that's what you do around Christmas time. But I would have hated to have ruined one of those components instantly, because I'm very stupid.
Much better.
Gene, are you listening?
Oh, Gene.
Oh, Gene. I will say Capcom character design from this era is like
Immaculate.
it's like it's all bangers, right? Like across the board.
Yeah, because this is also...
PS2 era Capcom was nailing it.
They just I think it's having to design for the PS2 meant like you could be a little expressive because people could actually see shit, but you couldn't be too expressive. And so they just hammered it out.
Yeah, there's like this nothing game that came out for the PS2. It's a Capcom game. called like Chaos Legion. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I've heard of it, yes.
I didn't even play it. That game has like fucking bonkers good character design. Like it's disgusting how on fire Capcom was this time of year. Like this at this time in history.
I have really good news, by the way, just like a really quick digression. There's a pretty like banging dub cast in this, and you got some classics. You know, you got Sam Riegel and Jameson Price and Fred Taskior and all them.
Of course.
Gene, our dear friend Gene, is voiced by a little-known actor named Bang Spies, and he has very few like credits that have like actual like he's a lot of additional voices and things, and he's not very prolific. But do you know what his most famous other role is aside from being Gene in God Hand?
What?
Johnny Sasaki in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Which means that to answer my own question, if you weren't going to get Clovers to remake this game, the other person you should get to do it should be Hideo Kojima.
Correct.
No, you're so right.
But yeah, Capcom was like on a roll because it was during this period where they redesigned Mega Man X to stop looking like this and start looking more like this as of Command Mission, which came out a year before.
Right.
So like, yeah, Capcom on a roll.
They were on a roll. I mean, fucking Devil May Cry. All of the Devil May Cries.
Resident
they're
Evil
like
4's iconic looks.
Uh-huh.
Okami. Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful
Joe.
No, it was fucking banger after banger. It was absurd. Just like the character design in that, like that era of Capcom is so fucking crazy. It's so good.
The Okami art book is one of the few like video game concept art books of that era that I like own.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
I own
I
it.
have to have it.
It is extremely. I think it's hard to find now these days. But I own it and I love it.
And we're gonna
That is one of two books I noticed that you and I both have on our bookshelves. The other being the exact same edition of House of Leaves.
Yeah, House of Leaves.
I never actually read it. Funnily enough.
Have you never read it? House of Leaves
No.
is extremely good. It's
kind
of it's hard to read, not because like of content. Just I mean, it's
because
just
of formatting.
hard. Yeah.
I read like the first like 30 to 50 pages of it at some point. I got it in like high school.
Yeah.
But like it has been basically untouched that entire time.
Uh-huh.
And it's just taunting me menacingly, like some sort of house in blue text.
A house of leaves. Maybe?
Even.
Uh-huh.
My house.
House of Leaves is like one of those things that once you come to know it,
Wait, look at how big this door is.
you realize, oh yeah, how influential it is. It's fucking crazy.
Peanut, quit it.
Peanut, I'm gonna put you in timeout.
So we have the kick me sign on our back. It won't last for long because I'm not doing a kick me challenge. But the idea is that if you go the entire game without using your God Hand abilities,
Or getting hit, I
or
believe.
getting knocked down, you will keep the sign on your back the entire time.
Do you
So the kick
get
me sign is
anything?
there.
No,
No, it's for bragging rights.
I see. Okay.
there's no
It's just like
special
getting-
achievements in God Hand.
I don't
It's like
know.
getting the gnome in Half-Life 2, episode 1 all the way to the rocket.
Because it does basically mean like because like you can't get knocked down and you can't use your devil hand, your God hand. Actually, the devil hand's the other one.
Yeah, we'll see the devil hand later.
It means that like you have to go through the entire rest of the game playing well enough that you'll basically be at level die the entire time.
Right.
But also you're not even allowed to use your God hand. And so it's just like getting to the end of the game with that's just like, yeah, I'm so good at this game. I don't even need to be able to. I don't even need to play the game to be good at the game.
I don't even need to play the game with all the tools available to me to be good at it. Yeah, exactly.
I can handicap myself in style on everybody.
Your style is impetuous.
Yeah.
My style is impetuous.
Oh, here they are.
My favorite part about that, by the way, is that's one of the many random lines that the enemies will say to you that are just from a Mike Tyson speech, or not Mike Tyson, excuse me, a Muhammad Ali speech that have just been like chopped together.
Oh yeah.
This is our cast of bad guys.
Reason for calling us here.
Bunch of
They,
fucking
they
weirdos.
stole Dracula from Konami.
Possession of the
That's Sam Riegel.
Yep.
Yeah, there
And,
he is.
That's a
One of these
character.
One of these is
Yeah.
Jameson Price, and one of them is some other guy. But like, that all their voice actor budget went to the 4 characters at this table.
That's so funny.
Feel it.
Look at his left arm. He is a
Anyway, you can tell it's a PS2 game.
A word?
What?
God hand is so
That's
She-
crazy.
I think my favorite part about her is that she looks like a rejected Ivy costume from Soul Calibur of the
She
era.
does.
Yeah.
What you call yourself. I don't trust dirty humans.
Also, you know it's the mid-aughts because there's all these tribal tattoos all over the
Yeah,
place.
everybody thinks it's so fucking cool.
Creating honey in our paradise.
You have to remember that the
Little
tribal tattoo is already like so out of fashion, and then they put it in FF14 anyway.
Think of other things to do with mortal men.
Yeah, they did.
Pieces. They can be such wonderful toys.
FF14's idea of fashion is, well, it's Japanese, which is very funny, right?
Shut up, fat
Because
ass!
Tokyo fashion is funny. Oh, come on.
Elvis.
Oh, Elvis.
Find out if
Elvis
this
is one of the
truly
best villains
is
of
the
all
God
time.
This is also how you know it's mid-aughts Capcom, because there's at least one character in it who is insanely racist.
Correct.
I don't mean the character is racist, I mean the conception of the character is racist. God love you, Lost Planet 2. Lost Planet 2 is a video game that made me understand that Japanese people can in fact be racist at Chinese people.
We'll have to save up a bit. We are broke.
I'm not gonna comment on that one.
No, I can't do it. I think there's a way you can actually dive out the window if you hit it right.
Oh. Oh. Hello.
Oh, I'm immediately thinking of that. Unfortunately, I am now immediately thinking of that one fucking segment from Xavier Renegade Angel where he spends literally every 10 seconds bursting in and out of people's windows because this is an emergency.
Is God Hand set in the Xavier Renegade Angel universe?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
What
I know
the
for a
life.
fact that Jean has at one point fist fought Xavier Renegade Angel to a standstill. I see you have the power of the God Hand. Luckily, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in themes.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I need that spice that the government used to kill poor people. What, crack? No, the other one. AIDS?
That's the spice.
spice.
And orbit. Oh, he's mad. I'm gonna hit him with the stick so he won't be mad
Hit him.
anymore.
I like that Jean just isn't even holding the stick. It's just kind of like
It's literally,
it's just
yeah.
kind of like glued to his fingers.
And it
He's
weighs
got
nothing.
one prop animation.
Yeah.
Oh, this sound mixing is so
It's
fucking dog shit.
so bad, but it's what makes it good. Listen, they used every bit of the PS2's hardware for more important things, like making the game good.
I have to wonder if the design on the back of Jean's fucking stupid ass Biku or whatever, if that is an inspiration for Travis Touchdown's jacket.
Oh, I
Probably.
I am
believe it.
assured you can draw a straight line between God Hand and No More Heroes.
Yeah.
It's funny because No More Heroes only comes out like a year later, I think.
2008, I think, was No More Heroes.
Yeah, as I say, it's oh, is it 2008? I thought it was 2007.
It's close enough.
Oh no, December 2007.
Oh, just
Okay.
barely under the. Yeah.
Oh, the
So
Poison Claw.
15 months later.
I could see playing God Hand, and then 15 months later you make No More Heroes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, you can do that in 15 months.
If you want some blood serum, come and get it.
So now we gotta save this guy. Fortunately,
Re-release of God Hand where nothing has changed, just that all the voice casting has been redubbed by Doc Hammer and Jackson Public.
Yes.
God.
Now we're really speaking Sarah's language.
I'm looking at how this, like, not just plays, but like how all the mooks look.
Uh-huh.
And I can see, like, there is clear, like, how do I put this? This game was made because Sega has an exclusive contract to do Fist of the North Star since, like,
Right.
1989.
Right.
Capcom
and
was pissed that they can't do it.
they can't have their own fucking Fist of the North Star game? Yeah, absolutely.
I think a lot about because like we were talking about No More Heroes a little bit ago, how part of Travis Touchdown's character is that Suda would go around his office showing that clip from Jackass where like Steve-O gets his nipple bit off by a baby alligator,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "This is Travis. I need you to understand this is Travis."
Yeah.
When you are animating or drawing Travis, this is who you're animating. Wow.
Impressive.
Sick has like 180 negative space kick.
alright, I got it. Yeah!
You just got it for free, I see.
Yup.
You're telling me this game's from 2006?
Word?
God, the sound crunching is so
Sound
bad.
is- it's the funniest. Some are calling it the funniest video game ever.
It's such a fucking funny video game.
Also, cancel and back is on triangle, which is just fucking me up.
Ugh. PlayStation 2.
The PlayStation 2.
I'm sad I spilled so much of my beer on my desk because.
Oh no! What kind of beer was it?
Well, I shouldn't call it a beer. I got a
Sea of Chihuahuas.
hard tea because like.
Oh, okay.
But I got the Voodoo Ranger one because we were talking about it recently, or not Voodoo Ranger specifically. And as compared to the other hard iced tea that's in the grocery store, this one is at least 7% ABV as opposed to 5.
Ooh, look at you getting fancy.
Slightly more effective.
So yeah, you can fight the prize counter guy up there, and he will kick your ass.
I'm not surprised.
I think it's a good video game.
Maybe they don't have it available yet. Maybe I actually do have to unlock it.
This particular background music is the most Deadly Premonition music to be in a game that isn't Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, yeah.
I think those games also take place in the same universe.
No. I love that idea. The
No, I think so.
shared universe. Yeah, totally.
Because I think this is okay. You know how Underbite's like Republic is like actually just outside Detroit.
Yeah.
I think God Hand just takes place in Arizona.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think this is just what Arizona looks like. Like kind of how No More Heroes that's just New Mexico. That's what the New Mexico looks like in that world.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just happening in just like regular Arizona.
No More Heroes, also a game that takes place in continuity with Killer 7, which is crazy to think about.
I don't know anything. Nope.
Like, obviously, but still.
All right, actually, let's put Pimp Hand on because that's actually
They
pretty
should
good.
remake Killer 7.
They put out that bad AI upscaled remaster?
Yeah, and they did at least eventually make it so they're like, okay, no, it's not enabled by default, and that's an option, and you have to opt into it, and it's not the one that's on the thing. which is something. But like, they should just remake. Like, they should remake it for real. I feel like that game about how George W. Bush stole the 2004 elections would still be really resonant in 2025.
Oh, by the way, in case anyone is just wondering, this is the only camera angle I get for the game. You might be thinking, oh, what about the right analog stick? The right analog stick is how you dodge.
I actually do like that.
There is nothing you can do about this camera.
That is a decision made by people who played a lot of Dreamcast games.
Yeah.
Gene has the camera strapped to his back, and that is just an iron rod, and there is no way you can move it.
And, like, it's really tight in on Gene,
It's
right?
and it's like angled upward a little bit, so you can't even like.
It's the most claustrophobic possible angle you could have picked for your video game.
Mm-hmm.
I think God Hand would have made a lot of sense if it came out in like 2003.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that
2006 feels like it's too late for this video game.
and that's
like the Xbox 360 was out.
Yeah.
and that's what makes it so iconic, is that it's like 5 years too old.
Sweetie.
Oh,
you're not
and
going
yeah,
anywhere
speaking of
Oh,
things
yeah.
that have not aged well.
out of age to have aging
Just
poorly.
like time.
We're getting the homophobia out of the way early, folks.
That's right.
What's the name of
We have to get the homophobia out of the way so we can get to the racism. Luckily, this
good.
part actually has both.
Give a shit. Unfortunately, time's up, baby. Aww.
This is also why I think this game takes place in the same universe as Deadly Premonition, by the way.
Is the homophobia? Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, totally. Peanut, why are you staring at me so sadly?
That is a game where in 2010, I'm like, wow, this game's so goofy and funny and weird and thing. And I watched last year, the Gigaboots did a death stream of it, and I watched a lot of it. I'm like, holy shit, this is so much more vile than I remember.
It's so much worse than you remember.
You know,
I think it's not just that they're flamboyant, guys like that. It's that the ball buster doesn't work on them. I think is what really makes it like that extra level of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's just-
believe after you've beaten them, you can inspect their bodies, and he makes a comment to the effect of them being neuters.
I see. Oh.
2006.
2006, folks.
Remember when he said this game came out 5 years too late?
No, 2006 was the peak of this kind of joke. So, at least in that way, it's contemporary. Not in any other way. I just can't believe this is the same company and the same system and around the same time as Resident Evil 4.
yeah.
And like after, they had time to reflect on the success of Resident Evil 4 and put this game out anyway.
I'm just looking at these extremely sparse, and I know that your beat 'em up does not need the same kind of environments as your Resident Evil, right? But this is just flat plain. There
It's
ain't
all
nothing
squares.
going on. It's all
When there
squares.
goes Gene.
Goodbye, Gene.
It's a tough game.
Damn. It's a hard game.
You're fighting two bosses at the same time, and they're both the exact same boss.
Yeah.
And you have to get through the gauntlet of enemies first.
Uh-huh.
So the important thing is, the one benefit that this game has is that items will never despawn.
What?
Oh, that's good.
So I can just hold on to that cherry until I need it.
Right.
What I love about the game's insane sound design is that when you do your count, it makes the loudest fucking noise you have ever heard.
Uh-huh.
It's like a bomb is going off every time you dash into somebody.
I love the backslap he does after he power bombs them. Okay, we're in a bit of a better position here. I got 2 charges of God Hand.
And just the constant what's the word? Sound effects when you hit dudes. It's amazing. This is a game truly made for about $50. Entirely off of Spirit, right?
I deeply respect this game was made before they developed the technology of like randomizing, like randomly adjusting the pitch of a sound so it sounded a little different every time it played.
Let me get my God Hand meter back by checking the pornography. 2006.
2006.
Look, I can't give God Hand shit for that. It was in Metal Gear Solid 3 also.
Yeah.
There we go. And yeah, he's supposed to be Kenshiro. Obviously.
Yeah.
Word. Did you say women?
You said whip it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
He's like, women!
Women, am I right? It's 2006.
I wish it weren't.
It's okay, we'll find other horrible ways to be offended at the politics of the
Yeah, I'm
era,
not going to check
sure.
them because I know what it says and I don't want to read that.
Nope. You have chosen correctly.
That's right.
There's a reason that the bonus joke on the stream layout is the Warner Brothers cartoon disclaimer.
Oh good, you actually put that there.
Oh,
This is a product of its time. But denying what God Hand is would be a disservice to everyone.
We at the Gorge do not condone God Hand and its sense of humor, question mark.
I say that, but also there is a poison chihuahua named 37 in a row, and I think that's great. I think it's a good thing to name a dog that.
No, that's a funny joke, for sure. Like, naming the dog 37 in a row is a funny joke, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, we do want to get this, because we can put more stuff in our attack combo now.
Sean Connery in the fucking third Indiana Jones movie, just like, I named the dog 37 in a row.
Let's see what that looks like.
I named the dog Indiana.
That looks good.
And did you ever watch those? I remember you were talking about.
I have watched the first one, but I have not watched any more since. I have not had time.
I see.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
And next we'll get some health upgrades, because we need those too. The fucking gunshot when you save the game. The loudest game of all time.
Yeah. There's so many different sounds going on in the video game that it's kind of impressive.
They do that also then in Of the Devil. I don't know if you noticed, but all the UI sound effects in that are also gunshots.
Oh, that's fun. That's
I don't
cute.
think they're nearly as egregious as this though, but
Yeah, no.
No, they're not fucking peaking on the monitor when they do that.
by the way, yeah, you can get your God Hand meter back up by checking the porno that the statue is reading.
Yeah, you know?
Game of all
Look,
time.
The game
here's
of
the
all
thing.
time.
Say what you will about Elvis, like insanely fatphobic racist caricature of a person.
Sure.
But if I were gonna, it's king shit behavior to make a statue of yourself reading porno, and instead of having statue porno, you put a real book in your
Like an actual
Well, you
book.
can swap it out
Yeah.
that way.
You,
That's right.
you can keep your tastes up to date.
You
I
don't
love-
like... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I really do love the Warner Brothers disclaimer. Just because I just decided to like find it and just appreciate it. Because it truly is the gold standard of being tasteful about presenting things as they originally were depicted.
Presenting things as tasteless as can be. Yeah.
Warner Brothers like, guys, I'm just letting you know, this one's real racist.
We're just gonna let you know, it was real bad back then. It was really bad back then.
I don't want to jump scare you or have yourself like passing this off as some artifact of what we lost or whatever. I'm just gonna level with you. There's some ghoulish sentiments being expressed in this cartoon.
These depictions were wrong then and are wrong today.
The things Bugs Bunny says in this will turn your hair white and make your children regret liking cartoon anime.
What's going on with the cartoon crows? Oh.
Don't worry about it. In fact, actually do worry about it. That's what this disclaimer is for.
Because to pretend to present them otherwise would be the same as claiming these prejudices never existed.
That's right. Oh god.
It's very bold and correct to be like, yeah, some of this is bad, but like, it's still funny.
And more importantly, being like, hey, so... More importantly, we're not going to erase and pretend... Like, we're not going to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
Oh, but we're not going to edit or erase history. It's part of the history. We have to take ownership of it. Because otherwise, people will reference it in ways we don't have control over. So we'd rather just be upfront with you.
We're just gonna be honest with you. It was real rough back then.
We said some shit that we deeply regret.
We definitely should not have.
One of the nice things God Hand will do that is a mercy is that they will, if enemies aren't on screen, they're not gonna attack you.
You know, one of the things I actually really like about Warframe is that it takes your character, like your player's like camera angles into account. And applies a debuff to enemies who are shooting at you that are not within the camera's view. But it doesn't stop them from shooting at you, and they're still just as aggressive about it.
There's other games like that too that I think are interesting.
A lot of platinum character action games actually do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little tricks that I really like. I like that Bioshock enemy's first shot will always miss.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, every time. It'll always miss. It's a fun little piece of character of little game. So you never, like, unfairly take a shot or anything like that, right? Yeah. It's like a good way to alert you to the fact, like, oh, hey, there's an enemy in the area, but it's always going to miss you, right? I like that kind of stuff.
It is I like that.
There's also a Destiny and Destiny 2 have a lot of things where it's like, if you're shooting at like a low tier enemy, like just some trash ad or whatever, and you would shoot them and it would leave them with like less than one shot of damage in their health bar, it will just kill them instead.
Good.
So it's like, no, just do it. Like, don't leave it with 1 HP after you did 20 HP in a shot. Like, just kill it.
Yeah.
One of my favorites other little quirks like that is that in Half-Life 2, enemy ragdolls will magnetize to railings because it looks cooler.
Oh, that's fun. So they end up like thrown over the railings in a cool way.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that. Will you please stop giving me this sad look, Peanut? You're in your sweater.
He's so mad that I didn't feed him anything.
You got food.
He's so mad. Sarah, I'm not sure if you could hear...
I'm sad about it.
I'm not sure if you could hear him from the other room, but he spent the entire time just going...
You're such a sad little hog. I'm sorry.
I felt so seen. I tuned into Pat's stream earlier just like to see what was going on, and he, much like me, was holding his pug like a little baby.
Like a little baby. I can't hold Peanut like a little baby, unfortunately.
But he wants
I can.
I could.
He doesn't want you to.
It's true, which is why I like doing it.
Oh, I never. Oh my god, I never noticed his hoodie has strings. Hang on.
I also never noticed that. That's great.
Look at these little freaks.
Whoa.
Wow! Wow!
I love it.
I love it.
They look like Sabermen from Dragon Ball.
They do.
The extremely unpleasant looking tribal masks that they're wearing. My
So
God.
I'm gonna go get some water. Enoch, please move my sweet, sweet baby boy.
Oh, you're gonna demonize, of course. And yeah!
Hell yes.
Oh, he cleaned your clock right
Yeah! And you're dead. There you go. That's how you. Long straight one.
I hate whenever you do that to me in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Oh boy. There we go.
Wow.
They see.
Oh right, we forgot to ring in the stream in the appropriate way.
Yeah!
Oh, you headbutted him in the nerds. What's up with that?
Oh boy. Man, this guy.
But even on easy, he just has a shit ton of HP.
There we go. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same animation that Raiden does to Armstrong.
Nice.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance feels like a game that absolutely has God Hand in its DNA.
Oh, for sure.
But
Yeah.
it's gone.
Oh, I gotta back up a little bit. Get out of here, ladies. Oh, I was smart to do that.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the little dance he does whenever he's idling, just kind of like bobbing his
Oh, yeah,
shoulders.
he has so many. I want to see if I can trigger. Yeah, he's got like a little. He can do one where he does like an actual like real sway.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Perfect. Look at how big this bed is.
Built for 5.
That's right.
Well, it's probably built for Elvis, actually.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's thematic. It's appropriate. It's not just a horribly missized object. It's what it should be.
Right.
For sure.
I gotta wait a little bit more to get health. So can I buy any techniques? Oh, elbow spin is actually pretty good. Let's put that somewhere in here. Let's do left. Let's prop out left. Elbows. Let's see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. I'll work with that. It's all about finding things that flow correctly.
Right.
It's a good game. Maybe.
Sort of.
It's a good game. There's a massive asterisk next to it.
It's a good game. Citation needed.
Finally,
It's a good game, Swerve.
It's it's a good game, Swerve. I don't know what to tell you.
Mm.
And then he only has one
What's the
cigar.
matter? You on a tight budget, big guy?
You know what? I'm getting a bit hungry, and a little huevon sounds like it would hit the spot.
You need to feed your brain, not your ass.
In case you haven't used it yet.
In the event you've somehow gone this long without using it.
As you talk, cabron.
Find out for
Also, after
yourself.
having dramatically extinguished the cigar, he lights it again in the same scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you realize what you're getting yourself into, pendejo?
Newsflash, big guy. You can wax on, wax off all you like. I'm still kicking your ass.
God, I love him.
I'm so happy this is also Johnny Sasaki. You have no idea how much that makes my day.
Uh-huh.
This Gene is what Johnny Sasaki thinks he is.
And Gene also sucks, which is perfect.
Are we not... Are we entirely positive that Johnny Sasaki isn't actually just, like, God Hand to Gene? Like he broke up with Olivia or whatever, and he like
Meryl?
got rid of his God Hand. He decided he was gonna make a living as like a normal guy.
Oh, by the way,
He
I
developed IBS, so he's constantly shitting himself.
want to listen to the background music for just a little bit. It's just a guy doing a really bad Elvis voice. They had someone go into the booth. They're like, okay, today we're gonna record the backing tracks for Elvis's boss theme. Who can do the worst Elvis impression?
I love the idea of just getting a bunch of Japanese guys together and be like, all right, one of you can do a really dog shit Elvis impression. Which one of you is it?
We need you to go into the booth and just go honga-doonga-doo, honga-doonga-doonga-doonga-doonga-doo, honga-doonga-doo.
It owns.
The game of all time.
It is definitely, like, indisputably a video game. It is a video game.
This is like the platonic. I think God Hand is the platonic ideal of a video game.
Yeah. God Hand has the aura of, like,
You're a big nice hero, right?
a fake video game you'd see on a TV show.
Here.
Yeah,
It-
exactly.
Huh?
Come on, come on.
It
come on.
feels like the
Oh,
like
I'll
the
help you
Twilight
out,
Swan
alright.
song.
Yeah.
Like a love letter to arcades now that they're dying.
Right.
Mhm.
Also, I think if the scene was in slightly higher resolution, it would be indistinguishable from an episode of Xavier Renegade Angel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You really
Yeah.
gave it to me, all right.
You know, that was actually made like in a, I don't remember which
Game engine?
engine.
Oh,
It is
you can
made-
tell.
Yeah, I think it's made like in the
He just sneaks away.
See you around, fat boy.
let me look up.
I love his exit from this level.
Yeah. Oh, I
Like,
let you
I'm
villagers die.
Oh, sorry, dude.
But I got tons of cash now. Is God Hand good? Yes, despite everything.
Why must fat and slow always
Even
apply
with
to those?
everything going against it,
He
God Hand is
promised
probably
not to
good.
eat that
Probably.
face of his.
God Hand is the epitome of better than the sum of its parts.
I gotta be hungry.
Yeah.
Barely move.
If any one part of this game was better, the entire thing would fall apart.
Yeah, because if any one part of the game was like good, then you would wonder why the whole game isn't like this, right?
Yeah.
Don't act like you hate eating human, chica.
Like if any, I guess, I mean the whole game is good, but I mean like if any one part of the game were like more coherent,
Yeah.
I guess.
If God Hand played like Yakuza, it would be worse.
Right.
What do you mean John Flansburgh was in Xavier Renegade Angel?
Pure.
Yeah?
God Hand.
Oh,
Can you capture him alive?
the computer that Xavier uses is played by one half of one of my favorite bands in middle school.
I'll do it.
John Flansburgh is one of the two leading men of They Might Be Giants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make up your mind.
That's so good.
That's hilarious.
You can go. Oh, but don't you kill him. I want to have some fun with him first.
2006.
We lost something when we stopped having one member of the quirky mini-boss squad just be incredibly horny woman.
Savior and rain despair.
No, we didn't.
I was gonna say, like, I think this is like, look, you can do that in a way where there is an indication that there is like any amount of greater thought that went into it. It's like, and obviously there's one woman in the group and she's like a horny evil sex lady.
Right.
Right.
Like, no. The thing is, you're allowed to have the horny evil sex lady in your mini-boss squad if there is literally any other female character in the game at all who is remotely interesting. Otherwise, no, absolutely not. Sorry, no. If the first Devil May Cry game can like understand that, a game that is like as subtle as a brick, anybody can.
Kitchen music, yeah.
You know, another thing that FF14 has in common with God Hand. Tribal tattoos, and having the one woman on your bad guy team, her entire character be that she's like an evil sex pest.
She's like an evil lady. Well, fortunately they eventually listen. All is forgiven when you write Athena. It's fine, right? We immediately like, no, actually you're good. I forgive you.
Oh yeah, I just mean like the people who wrote Athena cannot be given, like they cannot be held accountable for whoever wrote A Rome Reborn.
That's correct.
Because those are not the same people. I can
they're
promise
not.
you that.
So I have delightful news. The company Cinematica, which unfortunately closed down in 2020 for reasons that make a lot of sense.
Oh, word.
They worked mostly exclusively on American-made PS2 games, including Marvel Ultimate Alliance and the Sims 2 port for the PS2.
And they also made Xavier Renegade Angel?
Yes, they were one of the
Yes.
3 production companies credited
That's
on it, and they are,
amazing.
of the 3 of them, the one who probably actually did all the work of animating it, because the other 2 are not, like, 3D animation companies
That's
at all.
hilarious.
Also, I've seen online that apparently it is suggested that Xavier Renegade Angel was probably just directly animated in 3ds Max.
Yes, it
I
was.
love it.
Didn't it?
Because, like, apparently you could at one point just get, like, the actual model for Xavier Renegade Angel online, like the full one they used for the show, and it was just a 3ds Max
You wanna
file.
keep it, huh?
Right.
Well, I've heard rumors that people who go to town never come back.
Let me guess. You want me
Just,
to
I'm
check out-
delighted to know that the people who worked on
You knew I
a
would.
Sims 2
Sounds
port
right up my alley.
Well,
Also,
then,
we're
time
working
to
on-
get going, champ.
probably the most deranged television show
Well, it makes-
in human history.
It makes sense because if you Xavier Renegade Angel is animated like a Sims game.
Help that
Yeah.
psycho nutcase? Ugh.
I think that Olivia is like in the same way that God Hand is the platonic video game.
Yeah.
Olivia is the platonic woman in a Japanese PS2 game.
Yeah.
Like every woman in a Japanese PS2 game is dressed exactly like Olivia.
Yeah, totally. Just with different, like, variations on the look, right?
Yeah, she's the progenitor species, even though she's from 2006.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about microphone peaking? It's whenever you slam a woman into a wall, like a female enemy into this game.
They must have had like 2 whole kilobits per second for all their audio in this game. God almighty, it's peaking my headphones. I could barely hear myself think.
It sounds so bad.
Extremely mean secret. I have this basically muted.
That's fine.
I had to actually go reduce the volume on this a little bit because I'm like, I'm gonna get a headache if I keep listening to the volume I have it at.
Here, let me turn the game down a little bit.
No, it's fine because we can still mess with the stream volume.
Yeah.
Right. Also, the thing is, like, actually adjusting the game's volume is not going to stop the audio from peaking.
It's
It's
really
just going to
not.
make it hurt me less.
This is so you know when you were a kid and like you didn't want to play video games too late and you wanted to hide it. You could not do that with God Hand.
No.
You could not hide the fact that you're playing God Hand, no matter how low you have the volume.
Sorry, I stepped away in the middle of that as my darling son boy was crying to be let out of my room, even though the door was open. He did not think himself capable of pushing it open the rest of the way to squeeze his little self out. Even though I know he is.
He's just the saddest little boy, okay? There's nothing... You can't hold that against him.
You might not know it because he's like 7 pounds and like the size of a bag of cotton balls. But he does the peanut thing where when he wants really badly to go into a room, he will just charge straight into the door at full speed and just ram it open.
I see. Which is funny, because he's not... Oh, Grace, I'm going this way. Are you smooching the dog?
Yeah.
You think so? Oh my god, excuse me.
Isn't it?
It hurt too.
I wonder if John Flansburgh remembers being in Xavier Renegade Angel.
I don't think anyone would remember being in Xavier Renegade Angel.
No, nobody remembers that.
They must have paid him $10. Wow, they have him in a horrible wig in this. Holy shit. Sorry, I just looked up a picture of his character in Xavier Renegade Angel. I'm going to send it to the group chat.
I will look in 2 seconds.
The idea of someone just not remembering they were in Xavier Renegade Angel makes me think of how one of the craziest things ever is that Gary Cole and Stephen Colbert in Harvey Birdman never recorded together in person.
Great.
So funny.
Which is amazing when you think about like how well those characters interacted with each other.
That is impressive. So strange to me how often like American studios take advantage of the fact that they can record separately Even when that causes a pretty massive detriment to character chemistry a lot of the time. Notoriously, it gave Ian McKellen a nervous breakdown in the middle of the Hobbit movies.
Yeah. When he just wasn't with anyone.
Hadn't seen another actor in like 2 weeks. Like, yeah, I'd go crazy too, buddy. I'm sorry.
Damn!
Oh, he's got the Narin bat. And he just killed your ass with it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
The Narin bat.
The Konobo, I know, but you know, the Narin bat.
Oh yeah, the bat that Narin invented.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Narin bat.
Oh look, if you make it, here's the
That's a
thing.
bad idea.
If you actually make it out of solid metal at that size, you have to be Narin to wield it. If that bat that guy's holding is solid metal, it weighs like 3,000 pounds. Welcome back, little boy. Have you decided you wanted to be in my office again?
Nice.
After crying at me desperately to leave not 2 minutes ago? You little twerp.
See, this is great because now I can't fucking see anything.
Why would you want to see
Yeah.
anything?
You don't
It's
think
God
that
Hand.
would be?
Immaculate super game.
That's very generous of you.
Immaculate asterisk, super asterisk asterisk.
Game asterisk.
Asterisk.
Go in the fire.
Always
Oh, that fire hurts him so badly.
It did take like half his health, so like I'll take it.
Nice.
Did the girls escape?
Yeah, they ran away.
Are they around to give me a present?
No.
Damn, they left. Alright. Usually they stick around to give you a present.
Maybe they were in the splash zone for the box and they got spooked.
Damn!
Yeah, on normal, he just did half your HP with one combo. What a video game.
Just don't get hit.
Level die is easy if you just don't get hit.
Yeah, just don't get hit.
And now you can take his Narin bat.
Nice.
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 Oh, you know what? I think I know where they are. They're. I have to go back the other way because I got all the keys now. So I'm probably gonna run into them somewhere around here. Three hits.
I just love how he only has the one animation. I'm sorry.
It's so good.
For like swinging props, like he can only do it the one way.
He wields it. He wields it like it's fucking inflated. Yeah, see, there they are.
He wields it like the hammer in Super Smash Bros.
I was literally
Yeah.
gonna say, yes, the exact same way they swing props in Smash Bros. Is the way he is swinging that thing around.
They're crazy.
It's so funny. Sorry, it's a funny video game.
It's a funny game.
I like that you could see like the couple frames of him having to drop the bat in order to leave the level.
Uh-huh.
Like they couldn't just take it from you; they had to force you to drop it before the level ended.
Yeah, I can buy new moves.
They
Oh,
use
I gotta
words.
get Dragon Kick.
Yeah.
I don't even come to
It
the
wouldn't
sun, but
be
yeah.
a Clover Studio game if it didn't have the Dragon Kick.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Kick your ass into the Milky Way. Let me set that. Oh, it's already on there. Perfect. The loudest game of all time. Can I do Chihuahua races yet? I think it's in. I think like she shows up here to do Chihuahua races. No, that other one, dude. We are in the Milky Way, but there's no way that God Hand takes place in the Milky Way. This is another galaxy.
Or Arizona.
So I've discovered the lore about why John Flansburgh was in Xavier Renegade Angel. So John Lee is a member of one of the production studios for Xavier Renegade Angel, PFFR, which is production company, art collective, whatever. Vernon Chapman's also from it. Like the people who made the show are principally from PFFR.
Right.
John Flansburgh produced the album that John Lee's the last album that John Lee's band ever made, and also they toured together in the early aughts.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta help that guy not explode.
Or you could let him explode.
Where's the other one? Fuck. You know what? Let's see it. BAM!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, he does a little pose.
I love Persona 4.
Yeah, there's no way that Chie didn't play God Hand.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you that EA absolutely played God Hand. Especially in the Golden, because that's her follow-up thing, right? She just punched something out of the arena. So yeah, no. And it's just a dragon kick, so yeah.
Chie has the best ever made cosplay of Olivia. Just ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
She has played God Hand more than any other person alive, and her principal opinion of God Hand is that you should, in fact, just play as Olivia.
She has played God Hand. I love this. He just fucking runs off.
Runs directly into the giant fire.
She has played God Hand more than Yosuke has.
No, Yosuke got filtered on God Hand.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, Yosuke got absolutely fucking dog walked by God Hand. He borrowed that game from Chie, brought it back a day later, like, this game sucks, it's too hard.
Yosuke did not ever make it to the first Elvis fight.
No, absolutely not.
Great.
I am not fighting that demon over there.
I think it is so great that the first Elvis fight is just like he drops through a floor. He's like, whew, well, he probably thinks I'm defeated and has forgot about me. Let me just sneak quietly away.
Him slowly closing the door. Actually, you know what? I'm stocked up. I'm trying to fight that demon. Try to get some cash.
Of course.
Of course. Annihilate all the enemies.
4 time runs out.
So Ben, are you playing this on the PlayStation 2, or are you playing this on the finger quotes PlayStation 2?
I'm playing this with a PS5 controller.
Okay.
You got one of those cool PS2s.
Yeah. You've got the coolest PS2.
Wave. Yep, that was good.
I remember the thing with God Hand is that these challenges are all there are no easy ones. They're all relatively tight for time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you really gotta nail it. Like that.
Get him! Get him! Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot that I have that.
Hit that button.
But it helps if I can do this!
There you go.
That's a good button.
Stomp. Nailed it.
Fuck you, it's January!
Ooh, that one was loud.
I didn't realize it was that loud. I thought I turned down the volume for that.
That was follow up,
No,
I'd say.
good.
You haven't played it yet.
To go
We
turn
do
down the
have
volume on her soundboard.
We haven't played it yet. We do have My Style is Impetuous on the soundboard.
Oh, right.
I don't know if we still have it on there.
I'm pretty sure we do.
Oh, we do.
My style is impetuous.
We argued that we have to keep it for God HandUARY. God HandUARY.
Thank you! Fuck you! The Fuck you! It's January!
Wow. That henchman was like, oh, he's lost his God Hand. I can punch him out of it. But Gene is so good at coming out of God Hand. Oh, by 2006, look at the next stage name.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So to put this in perspective, this game was contemporary with the PlayStation 3.
Oh. It was the video game. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. You don't need to buy anything.
Do you ever think about how the Peppino scream is from the same stock screaming sound effects that they used for the final boss of the Bloodborne DLC?
Is that true?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Hold on, I have to find something for the group chat. It's a really important video.
Okay, let's put...
No. Where's the...
Let's...
No. Where's a good video? Don't fuck me like this. I know it's here.
Don't you fuck me.
Where's Chop? There it is. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, before I move on, let me do this. Let's change this to Charge Punch 2. Right? I do have that one. No, I don't. Okay.
Where is the...
Where's Fist of Justice? There it is.
Checking all my other soundboard buttons. Ooh, I got a fun one. Everybody
God.
Everybody getting the stack up.
Mechanics bongos.
There should be a mod for Monk that turns your basic movements into Gene's attacks.
Ben, there's so many of them.
There's so many of them.
Ben, there's so many of them. That's not gonna work.
Oh, by the way, I get to climb a ladder. See, let's watch how Gene climbs ladders.
Oh, I see.
He just jumps up it. And then he just jumps down.
Yeah, of course. You don't need a ladder.
I can't find the original video I was looking for, but I can start this video at an appropriate time frame, as it does. There was a video where it's like, no, here's the actual stock sound effect they're both, the stock sound library they're both pulling from. But in lieu of that, just here's a direct comparison of them both screaming.
Hang on, I'll look in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that later.
I was in stream chat. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I'll post it in the stream chat.
So
They don't have the actual video where it's like, here's the stock resource it came from, but it is like the same stock resource.
There's the giant enemy crane. It's a boss fight. I'll save that for later. And now you have to punch the fucking crane.
Yeah, you have to punch the crane. Otherwise, like why would you call the stage that, right? If it's something that stands in Gene's way, you have to. You simply must punch it.
Damn. I got roasted there. We are making surprisingly good time. Also, God Hand is not a very long game.
No, yeah, we say God HandUAry, or like...
It's gonna last like a week, maybe, two, depending on how frequently we do it.
Look, if it's over too soon, we can always pivot to HandUAry.
That's right.
Though we all have to agree, as we understand, as is our want with the Alan Wake 2 games, we should probably just put that game on easy to start.
Yeah, that's correct.
Because my understanding is, like, if you're annoyed by Alan Wake 2's combat, Control is worse.
I was having a hard time with Control on normal, playing it by myself. Of course, when I finish God Hand, like, who knows how like, good my reaction time will be.
You might be really good at video games.
Playing God Hand is like playing with a weighted gi.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Master. I must go out all out just this once. Sets difficulty to level die.
I actually really like this combo.
This just makes me want to replay Devil May Cry again. Because I haven't played those games in a long time, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a while, even since what? Since 5, right? Like it's...
Oh, no, I don't want to talk about how long it's been DMC5. No. No! Coming up on 6 years.
You see, again, I'm gonna say, like, you know, I'm obviously glad that, Amaterasu got to be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, that's great, right?
Of course, yeah.
We were robbed of Gene and Dante interacting.
No, we weren't, because those are the same guy.
Also, I'm sorry, but I love Asterix God Hand. Gene is just not on the level to be in Marvel vs. Capcom anything.
Yeah.
Are you joking? He is a fight man.
He's a C-lister!
So is Amaterasu!
No, she's not! She's a legend!
She made Jeff Keighley cry. He wouldn't make Jeff Keighley cry.
Yes, he would.
Not for the right reason. Did Amaterasu get a second game, she got a third one. She's getting a third one.
That's right. Jeff would not fucking cry at the reveal of a God Hand 2.
If Clover showed up like, yeah, we're making a new God Hand game, Jeff would have told them, maybe you should try something, maybe you should do something else.
Maybe you should do something good instead. Have you considered?
Do we know that Shinji Mikami's next venture isn't making God Hand 2?
It should be.
I don't know what Mikami is even doing now. I think he's just, like, happily retired.
He's still doing something.
Well, he got out of the Microsoft mines from after leaving Tango, right?
Yeah,
so you know the combo things in Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Oh, I see.
And you have to dodge it before it claps you.
I see. You got it, Ben.
And then you win.
There you go. And your reward is another fight.
Yeah.
Look, you can't say they shouldn't have put Gene in Marvel vs. Capcom when they put Iron Fist, who is just dripless Gene.
Iron Fist has at least
No, he doesn't.
history.
There's no answer to that. There's no least for Iron Fist.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it's been said publicly where Shinji Mikami is now, but he did say he is doing... Oh, right, he has a studio called Kamui.
Oh.
I don't think anything has been said about it except that his next thing isn't going to be survival horror.
Okay.
He said that much at least. He's like, I'm
Did
going to
he-
step away from survival horror.
Did Mikami have anything to do with Hi-Fi Rush, or was that just his studio?
I think he had already left. I think he was already leaving Tango Gameworks at that point, wasn't he? I don't think he had anything meaningful to do with that game. Let's see, real quick. He's just an executive producer, but he was the
Okay.
executive
Okay.
producer for everything Tango made. So
Because I thought his name was his
That
name
makes
was in the
sense.
credits, but I couldn't remember exactly what he had done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know we can't afford anything.
Well, we need to-
unsurprisingly, he's the one at his company who says how the money gets spent.
Right, yeah, that does not surprise me one bit.
I didn't realize that Shinji Mikami did Japanese voice acting in Fallout 4.
Yes,
Really?
he's
Takahashi.
he's Takahashi, the robot in fucking Diamond City.
That's
The
awesome.
ramen robot. Yeah, he's the one who asked you Nani Shimaska, right?
That's so
It's
funny.
really funny.
And yeah, that was after they got acquired by ZeniMax, so it was literally just they had him around like, hey, do you want to come say a line for Fallout?
Yeah. You just want to come say a Japanese line for Fallout, so we at least got a Japanese guy to say it. It's like, yeah, that's hilarious.
Like
no, good job.
when they got Lance Bass to be Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
1 for like
Kingdom Hearts 1.
for like 30 seconds worth of dialogue.
Uh-huh.
So funny.
I think constantly about how, so, like, there was I forget the name of the fusion, but in Steven Universe, there was one of the gem fusions or whatever, who was voiced by Nicki Minaj. And they, very later on thing, made a joke about how they can't, how that fusion doesn't show up anymore because she's too expensive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they had the bit where the fusion that breaks the fourth wall was like, she's not technically in this episode, so we don't have to pay her for that line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they used her voice clip for something, and it was like, that's not
Yeah.
new dialogue, so...
You don't have to, yeah, you don't have to pay Nicki Minaj for that. That's fine.
That was the era of just highly ill-advised stunt casts.
My favorite
Yeah.
ill-advised stunt cast of all time is still
Delay. That's what it was.
is Cliff Jumper in Transformers Prime.
Oh yeah.
Who was
oh,
voiced-
yeah.
who was
exactly one
advertised-
episode.
He was advertised as one of the main characters of Transformers Prime when the show was first coming out, and he's voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's right.
Cliff Jumper dies in the first episode
Uh-huh.
because they're like, no, we're not affording that.
No, we can't afford that.
They look
And then
mechanics.
weird, and then kind of like how Gargoyles is like a reunion for the next generation. Transformers Prime just kind of became a reunion for Firefly, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot that
I think my
Zoe
favorite
and Jane
thing
are
is,
in that.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie's kind of a reunion for Gundam dub actors.
Yeah, that's also true.
Great.
Okay, you
I
know
think
what?
that's
Fuck
one of the
this.
only places you can get a hold of. So there's notoriously
There we
the guy who voices Sonic in the OVA that got dubbed like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Only voiced Sonic the Hedgehog and like a Gundam character, and I think he is like a single like additional voices role in Ed, Edd n Eddy. That is
That's so
all he's
funny.
ever done.
That's so funny.
I think Eddie's voice actor just like he quit, and I think he became something that Eddie himself would do as a career.
He's probably a crypto guy, right?
I don't think he's a crypto guy. I think it's more respectable than that. But it's like, oh yeah, Eddie would have done that if he had grown up.
Right.
Like I think he just like
He's
he just like
car salesman.
yeah, I think he just like sell like he's just like a traveling salesman of some kind.
No. After Ed, and Eddie, he retired from acting to work in the oil sands industry.
That's it.
Apparently, he's also since 2013 a music artist, but who knows how that's going.
Kind of like how Domon Kashu's actor and Mega Man X's voice actor retired to become a dentist.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder if he ever worked with Kate Beaton. Because she also worked in the oil sands, I think.
She did.
I think she would make a comic if Eddie worked at her oil sands.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, she worked in the oil sands before Eddie started working.
Oh.
I see.
Damn. It's a real shame.
She apparently did it like 2005 to 2007, and he did it after 2009.
I see.
I decided to look up.
Hold on, real quick, Pog thing for Tony Sampson Eddie. Later revealed that the reason he retired from acting to work in the oil sands is because he was threatened with being blacklisted from the industry after requesting a raise.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna go mine oil.
I'll make better money.
Oh yeah, these guys! Keeping your god hand may be hazardous to your health.
What's up, OT? You were saying something before?
Oh, no, I was just tickled going through Double D's voice actor.
That's Sam Vincent? Yeah.
He's a multiple different characters in Ghost of the Shell Standalone Complex.
I believe that, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, that makes sense because Adult Swim did the dubbing.
Yep.
Damn, I'm poor.
So they would have just had him hand.
This is one of my favorite cutscenes in the game. The origin of how Gene got the god hand.
Oh yeah.
Punks don't know how to treat a lady.
They use some big wandering hero and then
he just gets the fucking tar beaten out of him.
Shows up to save Olivia and then
Not me, you idiot, him.
You're looking for love. You're looking in the wrong place. Scram, sweetheart.
he's just a wimp before he gets the god hand.
Now I'm a huge jerk and everyone loves me.
Oh, 2006. What did the five fingers say to the face?
Oh look, it's Voldo.
Yeah, look. Piece of crap.
I love the PS2 cinematography that went into the decision to not actually show the severed arm because presumably off screen it was still just attached to Gene's body.
Yep, for sure.
100% they did not change that model, right?
I'll bet if there's the way they did that for the cutscene where he's on the ground is they just shrank his arm.
Yes.
And then just hit it.
Oh fuck! What do you mean Ed was in Gintama?
Yeah, he is.
Fucking
I recognize his voice.
Naz's voice actress is was Chie in Golden.
That's a nice.
Who?
Okay, I mean, she's in everything though.
Yeah.
Erin Fitzgerald. Oh my God, she's in.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
everything. Yeah. No. She's extremely prolific. I don't really like her TA, but I think she's a pretty good voice actress.
Oh man, he was in Dragalia Lost. Rest in peace, King.
Oh.
You could have almost been.
Did Matt
You could
Hale
have almost
die?
gotten that gotcha voice acting money, but you picked one that Side Games had no interest in maintaining.
No, he didn't die, but the game did.
Yeah.
Oh, you had me scared for a second, Saturn. I was like, why would they kill Matt Hill?
No, it's his last video game voice acting role.
Oh, I see.
Was Dragalia Lost?
It's so funny. Have you ever seen a behind-the-scenes clip of Edda and Eddie? It's so funny seeing those voices come out of a real human being.
Right.
With the exception of Double D, they kind of look like their characters.
Yeah, Eddie's voice actor looks like Eddie.
And Ed's voice actor looks like Ed, extremely.
Like they were talking about there's a clip of a behind-the-scenes clip of them leaving for the day, in the studio, and Ed's voice actor drives a muscle a truck, Double D's voice actor drives this like very sensible like sedan, and Eddie's voice actor drives a muscle car, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we just are that.
Yeah, you just are your characters. Congratulations.
Punch for some health. Oh man! Of course, it's a
About the one
boomerang.
trick about the boomerang.
Everyone
I can't
forgets.
believe you.
Forgot the one thing about the boomerang, dude.
Nobody ever expects the boomerang to come back.
It's like the defining characteristic of the boomerang.
Oh my god. Ed's voice actor's other most notable role is he voices the main character of Gundam Seed.
Yeah.
What a crime. Why'd they do that?
Why'd they make Gundam Seed?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the crime.
Extreme testament to the ill-conceived nature of Gundam Seed that its main character is voiced in English by Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Voice
one
actors.
I like, by the way, how any of these like bosses are just the same character model as regular enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, you stole Buffalo, obviously. Every part of the bird.
I do like seeing how many of these actors who were like really big in Ed, Edd and Eddy are just like still doing cartoon voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I dodged that. Alright. You're down. Get out of here.
I apologize for always getting distracted with voice actor trivia. I have ADHD very bad.
That's fine. Somebody's got to be able to do it. Because, frankly, I do not carry that kind of trivia in my brain for the most part. That's, the other two's job.
I don't maintain the trivia, it's just my communist education has led me to have an interest in the historical materialism of the voice actors.
I understand completely. You want to know how big your like voice actor's range is. Some people have very good range. Some people are Yuri Lowenthal.
Some people are Richard Epcar.
That's correct.
I made a post on Blue Sky recently. It's like, look, if you're watching an anime or consuming anything that's anime and aesthetic, and there's a man in it who is 40 or 50 years old, you will find Richard Epcar. He's there waiting.
Especially if the cast of old dudes is like large, like fucking Ghost in the Shell. You're gonna have to call him eventually.
Yeah.
Because there aren't that many guys like him.
Look, it's no surprise that he's Joseph Joestar in Stardust Crusaders. Like, you
Right.
ran out of guys to be, like, big, heavy Bara guys.
I was watching a friend play the Steam release for 999 recently. And what I didn't realize so that's based off the iPhone port, right?
Yeah.
What I didn't realize though is for the iPhone port, they actually added voice acting because there was no voice acting in the original game.
Yeah.
And most of it's pretty alright, but I was extremely jump scared by the fact that the extremely Sarah Bait hot old man character is in fact voiced by Richard Epcar.
Well, you know.
Need more roulette wheel.
No,
Some
it's
more
fine.
HP.
And it's like, that makes sense. That is the kind of character he would play, but
Oh.
also, come on.
Okay.
Like, the problem is you look at him, and you go
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, Richard Epcar's voice would come out of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
For all I know, that could just be a drawing of Richard Epcar. I don't actually know what he looks
That might
like.
just be what he looks like. I don't actually know what Richard Epcar looks like.
I still think the biggest shock of like voice actor like voice to appearance is definitely Kirk Thornton.
Kirk Thornton.
Who just
Yeah,
looks
Kirk
like
Thornton.
everyone's uncle, but sounds like that.
I'm going
Yeah.
to show you a picture that's going to make you feel so unshocked, okay? Are you ready? Are you
Okay.
looking at the artwork I just sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know
Richard
what?
Epcar.
No, he looks like he. Yeah, no, totally.
It's just a drawing of Richard Epcar.
That makes sense. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Whoop, wrong way.
Well,
Yeah,
that sucks.
This camera's great. There we go. Puzzles.
The PlayStation 2.
Cinematography.
Damn it.
Level down.
Level down.
Level up.
Yeah.
Also appropriately for this character who looks like a drawing of Richard Epcar. I was today years old when I found out Richard Epcar is 6.5 feet tall.
That makes sense.
Wow, really?
He's 6.5 feet tall and looks like that. He was forced to be a voice actor.
Man. You know, the thing is, he actually looks a lot like, oh my god. Why am I forgetting his name?
What's
The
the role?
Kurgan. The Kurgan.
Yeah, Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
He looks like Clancy Brown.
There's a significantly younger picture of him. My significantly younger, I actually mean like relatively recent, from like 8 years ago. I think this picture of him's more modern. Question mark. But when I first saw this one, I was like, there's something about the eyes. He looks like he's a distant relation to Tim Curry to me, just in the eyes.
Oh yeah, no, I totally see that.
Richard Epcar was Bobobo?
Yeah, you couldn't. That was like one of his biggest roles outside of Bato.
That's crazy.
That's what makes it
Of
so
course,
funny.
he's the dub actor for Daisuke Jigen. That's another guy who looks
no,
like
that
he was
makes sense.
born to be voiced by Richard Epcar.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of demons.
Oh, Richard.
I'm always saying that.
I think Richard Epcar is like the platonic ideal of the voice actor who can only sound like himself.
Yes, I
Like,
don't
even-
think that
even
man
Steve
has a
Bloom
range.
kind of has a range comparatively.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
But Richard Epcar is always just Richard Epcar.
Yeah, no, Steve Bloom can do Starscream, right?
Yeah,
he
and
knows
he's Gilmon.
Yeah, like, he has his nerdy voice. Can you still kind of hear Spike in there? For sure. But, like, there is at least some degree of range.
Yeah, it's like, I can only identify Todd Habercorn without fail due
Yeah.
to, like, exposure. Because I've heard so much Todd Habercorn that I can click him immediately. But even Todd Habercorn has, like, a range of voices that he does.
Yeah.
Though it is also always the funniest thing to me that Nolan North is a guy whose video game voice acting career basically got jump-started in a big way off the back of him doing a really good, what's his fucking name? Who's the guy who does Buck in ODST?
Wait, what?
The guy who does Buck in ODST.
Oh god, I have no idea.
From Firefly. What's his fucking name? Cade in Destiny 2? Nathan Fillion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who basically got his career off of doing a really good Nathan Fillion impression. Whenever Nathan Fillion wasn't able to reprise his part for a thing due to scheduling conflicts in Destiny 2, they just got Nolan North to do his part, and it is, like, on God indistinguishable.
Yeah, no, it's Troy Baker and Matthew Mercer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the exact same guy.
I think the craziest one to me is how good Nolan North can do the engineer in TF2.
My favorite bit about Nolan North is the Saints Row 4 character trait of you can have the boss's voice be Nolan North, and it is Nolan North playing as himself.
Right.
One of my favorite bits is actually, there's a bit in one of the Destiny 2 seasons where Nolan North's character had to, like, do a joking impression of Todd Haberkorn's character, and they allegedly, the voice acting director said we had to get him to re-record it because his impression of Todd Haberkorn was so good we were worried the players were going to be confused. We were worried that people were going to think Todd Haberkorn's character was actually calling into the scene, so we had to tell him to redo the impression, but worse.
Like, that's Nolan North playing the engineer in the expiration date short.
Yeah.
That's not engineer's original actor.
That's great.
Crazy.
Just because, what's his name? He basically exclusively, like, he's a radio voice guy, and he just is never available anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
But yeah, I love whenever you come across, like, moments where the talent of an actor is a little too good, and they have to ask him to tone it down.
You gotta cool off just a little bit, my man.
You have to be shittier. Because I think my favorite, like, one of my favorite examples of that is, Jason Alexander, when he played Costanza. You know that one extremely stupid episode where he makes his own, like, jingles on his answering machine?
Yeah.
They told him to be shittier, and then they told him to be shittier, and then they told him to be shittier, and it was at this point that they had forgotten completely that George Costanza was primarily a Broadway musical actor.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We're doing round two.
As I recall, they had to do that for GLaDOS's actress as well for when they did the thing. Because she's like, no, the song, I know we hired you because you're an operetta, but your range is too good. We need you to sound more robotic. Can you please, like, constrain your range a little bit?
Can you please sound shittier, please?
You need to sound a bit more robotic. I'm sorry.
Can you phone it in a little?
Just a little.
Please miss once.
Impossible.
Please miss once, challenge impossible.
Oh, can I? I'm gonna do that, and then I'll dragon kick his ass up in the Milky Way. Oh, that's not it. Right, smash. Whoops. Oh.
You got it, Ben.
I got him.
You got him, Ben.
I can do this.
I also love for the TF2 voice actors, how many of them's like, oh, I wonder what else they do, and you look at their IMDb credits, and it's primarily like TF2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just never come back. They just literally never do anything else.
Yeah, besides like Robin Atkin Downs, none of them are like commercial voice actors. Like they just did this.
Yeah, I think like the biggest one out of them was the engineer. And then shortly after that it is it's the guy who does
Bam.
It's the guy who does the sniper because he I think like he isn't particularly like he doesn't do a whole lot like credits wise, but he's in community theater a lot and does a lot of like radio commercials.
Yeah, he's
in
also Gladys's husband.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, like it is very funny that it's just you have a bunch of like old guys who do like primarily local acting and don't have a lot of IMDb credits, and then also Robin Atkin Downs is there being Robin Atkin Downs. Like the single most. I feel like Robin Atkin Downs has done more IMDb credited acting than every single other person in the Orange Box combined.
Oh, for sure.
To help this old man.
I also think that it is extremely like it tickles me that he adores that role so much that he more or less travels to Seattle just so he can hang out with the voice actors who he never met who he had never met during production.
Like there was a thing recently where the voice actors were just like wandering around like California dressed as their characters. Just doing bits.
That's so funny.
There's an entire YouTube channel dedicated to just like them, like being recorded probably by GLaDOS's voice actress, just goofing off doing stupid shit together.
Already sent him an invitation.
I just think that's magical.
It's great. You know what they should do is they should get them into the booth to record lines for Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Ben.
Did you know that they do dubs for the comic pro bono because they just want to voice the characters?
No, that makes sense.
They just really like TF2. It's so sad.
You know who doesn't like TF2? Valve.
No.
They certainly don't like it making any more of it than already exists.
Yeah, exactly.
I still can't believe we actually got that last comic.
I know.
It was never going to happen.
I can't believe we got it. You know what this means now?
What?
We can continue to do the funniest thing possible and have TF3 show up right as a bunch of hero shooters are starting to compete with each other again.
Did you see, by the way, that like 4 days after Valve put out issue 7, Blizzard put out their Overwatch Christmas special comic?
Yeah.
So funny.
It's like, we have one too! We're cool!
We're still relevant? No.
Incorrect.
City now.
I'll tell you something for free, and this is not a prognostication. This is just me peering into the lenses of the timelines and all that. We're getting Team Fortress 3 in like announced with the announcement of the second Steam Deck.
Right.
That's when it's not going to happen a minute before that.
Okay.
But when they're finally like, look, we're making a new Steam Deck. It has better hardware. It has better UI, more support, whatever. Also, Team Fortress 3 is coming out.
Right.
It's going to be their killer app.
Team Fortress 3 is the killer app. It looks exactly the same as Team Fortress 2.
Well, if I were Valve and I had more money than God, and I was like thinking of like trying to whip out like how to make a Steam Deck 2 that could actually compete as a real console, since Microsoft is like killing itself.
Yeah.
I would be greenlighting the production of the Orange Box 2, which has Team Fortress 3, Portal 3, and Half-Life 3.
I think that the way that would work, like, how do I write this? We live in a world where like the internet is now a walled garden, and it's a lot harder to do things like custom servers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which would make it all the more like, oh, this is going to be a killer app if Team Fortress 3 still remained exactly like Team Fortress 2 and was just like, yeah, this is like all the code so you can just make your own server.
Right.
We're the only people who are still doing it this way.
Yeah.
What an evil bitch.
I want you
Mass
to help me.
hysteria.
What? Don't you look at me like that.
Well,
Cats and dogs
do have
living
a God
together.
hand.
All right already.
It could
I'll
change
go.
the world.
But they know we're here now. We need to find a safer place.
Aw, Gene, you're worried about me.
No way.
That's it. No way.
No way!
These days.
I don't worry about dames.
These broads.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, now we're in a carnival.
Oh, you know.
What fucking...
This is just what... Man, I don't know what to tell you. That's just what Eric is. You know?
Just wait until we get to Venice.
That is also in Arizona. Maybe it's in Nevada, you know? It's just what they think Las Vegas is, right?
How do any of you know that isn't what Las Vegas looks like?
I don't know. I've never been. I don't intend to go.
I've already been there in New Vegas. I know what it's like.
What, are you nervous?
You're not supposed to be able to hit me out of that.
Ah, but there's a
And
way
yeah,
to
she did.
do.
Boy, that outfit.
You know,
PS2.
the PS2.
Hmm. I mean, like, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't. Las Vegas doesn't look like this.
Whoa,
But the
game.
reason I can tell you for sure I know it doesn't look like this is what the hell is this pavement? Is that like tarmac or something? What
This?
color
I
is
think-
that supposed to be?
Then I think your pay sanction 2 is kind of chugging a bit at that combat.
It's suffered
Yeah.
a little bit. We might be having to call this soon. We'll see. Look at how big this bench is.
That's video game furniture scaling, baby.
That's right. That's just what all furniture in Final Fantasy
It's-
15 looks like. What's the big deal?
It's a lot like how you remember that what was it, the fucking Resident Evil like multiplayer shooter or whatever they made. So one of the stages was just the police station, right? But they had to redesign it so that it can fit multiple players at one time. So they just upscaled everything. And so now just every prop in the police station is just huge.
Yeah.
I think a lot about Gears of War with its 20-foot tall bathroom stalls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
The toilet that is big enough for like 1.5 person to sit on comfortably.
Video games are, I think, just like the funniest exercise in like miniature.
Yeah.
Like you get that a lot in Fallout, as in like Fallout 76 as well, where it's like all the stuff is correctly sized for the most part, but they have to do so much work to like make the sense of distance traversable for a player that it's like, oh, we live in like the Enterprise Village of West Virginia.
Yeah.
It's like a mile by a mile or whatever, right? And it's like I just love it. I think video games are the funniest thing in the world for that.
Where'd that citizen go? Hey man, you're all good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I would also say awesome to being given a strawberry the size of a dog.
Right. That would either
That'd be
be
great.
the best strawberry or the worst strawberry you've ever had?
Absolutely the worst strawberry you've ever had. After a certain point, when vegetable gets too big, it's mostly just tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think this also applies to fruit.
The only reason Honey Crisp apples get to be as delicious as they are, despite being significantly bigger than most apples tend to be, is a weird and funny trick that that specific varietal of apple tree does to its crop, where it deliberately kills half of it to make its to make the seeds of the other half of the tree more viable.
Oh, he said it! He said the line! He said, "I'm Alexander the Great." Damn! Yeah, the spinning box stopped when Gene's in God Hand mode because it respects him.
My style is impetuous.
Correct. Sorry.
The yawner.
The yonder. I don't want to.
That's okay.
I can't help it. I have to work today. My life is pain. Exactly.
Yeah, that's also the sound
like.
that these spinning boxes are making.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see.
I mean, but both is what I mean.
Yeah. It's the sound that Sarah's making as she's like throwing a tantrum against the couch.
Yeah. Or when I'm in bed and I don't want to get up. What do you mean 3 inches of snow is possible? Hello?
You just like clipped that guy out of existence.
Yeah.
That kick deleted him. He didn't even leave a hole in the wall.
Dragon kick your ass into the Milky Way.
Oh, Christ, that you shut up fucking jump scared me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Christ.
You know what? I don't want to deal with you either.
What do you mean 1 to 4 inches of snow expected? No, that's not happening. I'm sorry. Fuck you.
Well, that's a range of number that includes 3.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like
I'm being shitty.
it's not gonna happen. Maybe.
But it's gonna you just go ahead and say that. We'll see how tomorrow looks.
I mean,
and yet
so
see how your
miserable.
hand falters. Your
I'm
God
gonna be so
hand.
miserable if I have to walk in all of that tomorrow.
I mean, it's supposed to snow on Friday, is what they're saying, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is only Tuesday.
Oh, with like that many days out, that's not fucking happening.
I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I...
If they told us tonight 3 inches of snow, I would believe it.
I still wouldn't. We live in the
society.
deep south. No,
Yeah,
we live in the south.
It could be 3 inches of snow. Could you imagine? Imagine if I got to see real snow in my human life.
3 inches of snow would shut this city down. What are you talking about?
Saturn, I can very easily imagine 3 inches of snow.
Well, good for you.
No, it's not good for me.
Ben. It's miserable. I ran here hoping and praying that I would never have to see snow again. Joke's on me.
I would like to see snow once. Just once.
We're gonna go visit Ben and see snow.
I know I've told the story before, but I have to stress, I went up to Des Moines in October where it was 28 degrees or lower the entire weekend. And it snowed right before I got there and right after I left, and not one stray flake the entire weekend I was there.
Was there not any on the ground?
No! You could be forgiven for thinking it was a crisp summer day, except for the fact that it was 20 fucking degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a
The sky was beautiful and clear, and there was nary a flake of snow to be seen.
Nary carry a single drift. Sorry, Saturn.
Father Christmas was using the dandruff shampoo.
He was hogging it.
Pisses me off.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I have to go back to Des Moines at some point.
Why?
Because Fong's Pizza is there.
That's
and they have a drink.
That's a good enough reason, Saturn.
They have a drink there named after me, and extremely good Asian fusion pizza.
Okay, well,
if
good.
If you eat the crab rangoon pizza or the ramen pizza, you will understand.
I see.
That sounds incredible.
Well then, if you're ever in the area of Des Moines, there's a place called Fong's that's pretty fucking good.
One of the best pizzas I've ever had, I shit you not, was a Chicago-style pizza with shrimp in it. Shrimp and garlic.
I'm not a huge like shellfish person, but I can see it. I can definitely see what's going on there.
No.
Ooh, are we gonna fight? Is this the fight?
We're I feel like we're cruising.
We are definitely cruising. We are making more progress than I thought. I think this is the fight.
Well, we also have to do chivalry. Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Gorilla.
Daily God Hand, by the way, is the paper.
The best boss fight ever!
Wait, you're not a human, are you?
This is my favorite part in Yakuza 2.
Fight the gorilla
and
look at his back. Look at his back.
I can't.
Oh, zipper.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
God almighty, those gorilla noises are loud as get out.
Yeah, there's a zipper on his back.
Notoriously in Yakuza 2 and also in Yakuza 3, so there is a boss fight in 2 where Kiryu has to put his moves to the test and has to fight 2 Bengal tigers simultaneously, and each one, I have to stress, is his own, like, has the health and range and combos as any normal boss, and you have to fight 2 of them at once.
That's so funny.
Goodbye, gorilla. Hello, gorilla.
Nice.
What the? He's got a zipper back here.
Ooh, banana.
Oh, banana.
And then at one point in 3, you have to fight a guy in a steamroller at the same time that your dilapidated 80-year-old partner is fighting a bull barehanded.
I see.
I wonder if the writer for Yakuza's 2 and 3 read Baki.
I promise you, Saturn.
I forgot to save. Damn it.
They were inspired by the same real guy who was also.
Yeah, I know.
I have to stress because we've had this conversation before, but not in chat where other people can hear. The main thing about the guy who appropriately was nicknamed the God Hand in Japan, who invented an entire school of karate, was notoriously secretly Korean and may have had ties to the Yakuza.
You know.
And may or
love the phrase.
May or may not have had famous stories attributed to him about karate chopping bulls in the head.
I see.
Also, at least one of the 2 guys that guy is based on who's also the same guy is famously the person who invented and then the person who did the 100-man kumite.
The fighting of the bull, by the way, has at least 2 sources of filmed footage of him literally fighting, grappling, and then killing a bull, basically barehanded. Frightening man. I would not fight him, even in his, like, cancer-ridden days. He would kill me with luck.
That man should be an FGO tournament.
I agree.
Along with Grandpa Lee.
Yeah.
I forgot. The other thing that's also really funny about him is that he is the inspiration for Street Fighter Ryu, because he notoriously, at one point in the 1950s or 1960s, when I got a sponsor to, like, fund a trip up into the mountains so I can become a proper, like, fist saint, like get like recognized as like a karate master, right?
Sure.
The sponsor ran out of money about 3 years into it.
God damn it.
And pulled him out, so he went, nah dog, now it's just like the principle of the thing. I'm going up there without any money or clothes or food, and I'm just gonna survive up there for 18 months. Which he did do. Came back about 20 pounds heavier with muscle.
I see.
And he missed a tournament for doing that. That he was like he was gunning to, or that somebody else signed him up for, that he wanted to do because it would have gotten him a lot of money.
Yeah, he was. I remember that one was. He was scheduled for the tournament, but he like missed it to do 18 more months of living by himself in the wilderness.
Great.
Like, he willingly is like, oh, I have that tournament. I'm just not gonna go. Which we've all been there.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Yeah, no.
Here's the thing. Like,
insane, man.
Baki being the way that it is, you know, I understand why you write a story like that when your martial arts inspirations are dudes. Like, I literally went into the wilderness to be a destitute hermit for 5 years so I could punch more.
Right. Of course.
I gave up on my social obligations to do that.
It's not about winning.
It's like, wow. And the thing is, Itagaki's like, damn, that's sick as hell. And Togashi's like, that's sick as hell, but it's kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, it is sick as hell, don't get me wrong.
Cool.
But it's kind of desperately sad, isn't it?
You'd think it'd be easier to be gay.
It would just be easier to be gay. That's honestly, that's kind of the only thing I take away from this kind of stuff. Is like, it would just be easier. Your life would just be easier. Gay. I'm sorry. That's my advice to most people. Your life would be easier. Gay. You're welcome.
You mentioned Togashi, and that does remind me, Saturn, of just like along the same lines. It's like the entire thing about Hunter x Hunter is like how Gon's entire thing is. My dad left to go get cigarettes. Cigarettes must be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is basically true. That is basically what this is about.
Really, I think Togashi understands he understands the will of the boss, and by the boss I mean Akira Toriyama, better than anybody else who was inspired by Dragon Ball.
Right.
I think I can agree to that.
But also, like, there's part of me where, like, we've been saying it would be easier to be gay. But I also do have to, like, the thing that I'm realizing is that the arc of the life of Yukio Mishima is that it is not, in fact, easier to be gay.
Well, Yukio Mishima is Yukio.
He had
Mishima.
other things going on,
Other
but
problems. You know what I mean?
he had some other problems going on. But being gay would have in fact been easier for him to write a convoluted martial arts comic, I think.
Yukio,
he would not have the R.I.P. He would have a different R.I.P. than he did if Yukio Mishima had written Baki instead.
Yeah, but Yukio Mishima could have been saved by Baki the Grappler. I think we've established that.
It's true.
You know, you're not wrong.
I'm just saying. I think that could have saved him.
He would have had like a big poster of Yujiro Hanma up in his back.
Oh god, yes, absolutely. And he would be doing so much better.
We just have to hope that everyone discovers Genu Urobuchi's Chinese puppet show joy. Like, you just have to find your escape, so that you can make all the art that you were truly meant to make.
That's right.
God, by the way, folks, did you see the thing up there in
the anime chat?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
what?
They're doing a Ghost of Tsushima anime series. That's anime series written again for Mochi.
Fuck yes!
Let's fucking
That's
go.
the best news I've heard including 2024.
Sure. Let Urabuchi write the fucking Ghost of Tsushima anime. Why not?
You know,
might as well.
Side note, but I'm impressed with myself for being much better at God Hand at 35 than I was at 16. That usually doesn't happen.
That usually goes the other way, yeah. I do think there's like a, how to put, like a curve of video game good. Like, where at a certain age, you're actually better at like JRPGs, right? I was really bad at JRPGs when I was a kid. It turns out I was just a stupid kid. That would be why, right?
Highly relatable comment.
Yeah, totally.
This is 9.
Oh no.
4. Music is 4-3. Left jab 2. Let's move out. That for left click.
Pin music's such a great name for a move.
It is a really good move.
Like a JoJo stand.
And can I sell? What can I sell? And you can just sell punches you aren't using anymore. Like, there's no reason to have Pimp Hand because Pimp Smack is the same speed, but just more damage. Alright.
I think it'd be really funny if you could, like, sell, like, the moves you're not using. Like, if you know you're never gonna dance again, these guilty feet have got no rhythm. You just should be able to sell that ability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, $1,500 bucks. Not much, because you're a bad dancer. But, like, you should be able to make some scratch off of that.
Can you imagine being able to sell your used FF14 emotes?
God.
Oh God.
It's like I really need. Look. I'm in a bad way. I really need 20,000 gil, and I don't need to sweat anymore.
Never. No.
It's not a mid-aughts PS2 game without having the Power Rangers in it.
Right.
Have your pet neutered or spayed? I'm hurt. I mean hurt. Together we are the...
Good lord, the bayonet does way more damage than I thought it would.
Douchebags.
Douchebags.
I think my favorite is Killer 7's Power Rangers. Who are nakedly just copies of the Killer 7. With increasingly improbable colors. That are, like, not marketable in the slightest.
I need to play Killer 7. I've never played Killer 7.
That is a busted-ass video game, but also one of the coolest video games ever made, so who's to say whether it's bad or not?
That's just how it's gotta be. I love video games. She says
there's a reason why Neon White has such great UI, and it is because Killer 7 like broke all of those developers' brains.
Let me get my fucking attack off.
I can't think of a single other video game that is so big-brained but also constrained enough to go, yeah, I'm going to make an adventure game rail shooter.
Yeah, no. I think that sounds sick as hell. I just haven't made the time for it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, understandably, it's a doozy. It's just like one of the coolest doozies ever made.
Yeah.
I have like a fucking 10-plus-year-old fucking Killer 7 t-shirt from like way back in the day. I refuse to get rid of it because like they will never make another one. But it's also like, fuck, man. Fuck.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
He's too short, it went right over his head.
got one of them, though.
Wow, those are some low-quality sound clips. That's crazy. They were really stretching for every kilobyte they could save on this game.
Alright, 2 more.
It makes me wonder if originally they were trying to make this for the Dreamcast or something.
Oh, no, I just think they were just like, we have no money.
I can almost see. This is like, God, this really is a Dreamcast game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like the kind of like the lack of camera control's a big giveaway.
Yeah.
The really bad sound recording would make it fit better. It's really just like the models look too good for the Dreamcast. But like,
yeah.
if this game was slightly uglier, you could have put this out on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, you're super right, though.
Well, this works pretty well.
Also, I would believe that Shinji Mikami was trying to direct a literal Dreamcast game in 2006.
Yeah. Right? Like, he just
like,
really wanted to make a Dreamcast game.
Just because they don't make it anymore doesn't mean we can't make games for it, and Capcom's like, dude.
Are you deranged? No. No, absolutely not.
Mikami, we respect and love you so much. But this is our money you're talking about, you hooligan.
They're supposed to roll away, but they're doing realistic somersaults.
Just the saddest fucking somersaults too.
I'm just imagining Shinji Mikami like, yeah, I want to make this game on the Dreamcast, and then him getting a letter from Capcom management that's like the letter that fucking Hunter S. Thompson sent to the guy who wrote Clockwork Orange for not delivering a think piece on time. It's like, listen here, you cocksucker, this shit might fly in Europe, but doesn't fly here.
These pieces of crap are all plastic.
What is that? Wait, it is the greatest letter of... Wait.
It's so good.
Yeah, we need to find it now. It's really fucking funny.
Hunter S. Thompson.
We don't have a desk for international gibberish.
Time for minigame.
Oh boy.
What a stupid minigame, I love it.
The world's worst DDR.
Oh god, every single word of this letter is...
That's Hunter S. Thompson for you.
Dear Mr. Burgess, Herr Werner has forwarded this letter from Rome to the National Affairs Desk for my examination and/or reply. Unfortunately, we have no international gibberish desk, or it would have ended up there. What kind of lame, half-mad bullshit are you trying to sneak on us? When the Rolling Stones asked for a think piece, goddammit, we want a fucking think piece, and don't try to weasel out with any of your limey bullshit about a 50,000 word novella about the condition humane, etc. Do you take us for a gang of brainless lizards, rich hoodlums, dilettante thugs? You lazy cocksucker! I want that think piece on my desk by Labor Day, and I want it ready for press. The time is come and gone when cheap jack scum like you can get away with the kind of scams you got rich from in the past.
So fucking good. And of course, he did not ever produce the thing.
No, he was too scared.
Get your worthless out of the piazza and back to the typewriter. Your type is a dime a dozen around here, Burgess, and I'm fucked if I'm gonna stand for it any longer. He was so cool.
He was so cool. Like, no one today has the audacity to say that to the guy who wrote A Clockwork Orange. It would not happen.
It's so cool. And I mean, the guy who wrote Orange was like a real sicko anyway, so he... so yeah, no... We love him. God, rest in peace.
If Hunter S. Thompson was still around, Toby Fox would have finished making Wolverine.
Yeah, totally.
Because Hunter S. Thompson would be in control of the Fan Gamer merch store. He's like, listen here, you little freak. I'm not making a single more Funko Pop for you until you finish that fucking game, and it better be this year. Your ass is grass.
Oh, God. He was cool, though, because he, like, right? Very tragic. But, he killed himself and then very specific wanted his ashes shot out of a cannon.
That's true hero behavior.
What a cool guy.
He's so fucking cool.
I don't particularly want to be cremated, but if you do cremate me, please also do me the dignity of shooting my ashes out of a can.
Yeah. Oh my god. Absolutely. I definitely want to be cremated. Please.
I would. I don't want to be cremated. I do, however, want to be fed into a wood chipper and fed to plants.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Turn me into meat mulch, please.
That's pretty good.
The other guy's doing a caravan and it's on the exact same route, so I know we're not gonna fuck up.
Oh, hold on. I'll come join you guys now that I got that taken care of.
I'll for caravan real quick. While we're winding down on Goat Hand for the evening.
Yeah, we're just doing it. Yeah, you can do a cheeky caravan while watching your friend play God Hand. That's easy.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
You have to come so you can meet the Brahmin's name. I refuse to actually say it until you get here.
Okay, I'm logging in.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Possible.
It just started, so you got time.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it in time.
We'll do one more stage. Oh yeah, we're at I think we're at Shannon's boss fight.
Oh good.
I like that her name is Shannon.
Yeah.
It's just such a regular name.
It's just like this is a good Brahmin name.
I'm gonna get there real quick.
It reminds me of what was it? Was it Primal Fury, the fighting game where you turn into animals?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. I think. But you know what I'm talking about, like the 3D fighter where everyone turns into an animal person.
Yeah.
The sexy bat lady's name is Jenny, and I always thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
it's like just a regular. Her name's Jenny.
I hear Shannon, I immediately think of the insanely funny villain character from OKKO.
Oh, I got here just in time. What? Where'd the Brahmin go?
Ahead of us.
It's like way ahead of us.
Oh god, I forgot about the puppy kingdom. The poison chihuahuas are out.
Go, poison chihuahuas. Oh my god.
Right?
That's a great name for a Brahmin.
It's a perfect Brahmin name!
What is the Brahmin's name?
Spooky Pickles.
That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good name.
Great.
A cousin of Tommy.
Spooky Pickles.
Nice.
Ooh.
Man, this sheep squad sure is taking a fucking beating.
I know. What the hell? Will you please perish already? There. Oh my god.
This is what we in the biz call a boss fountain.
That's right.
I love it.
We love a good boss fountain, folks.
Held hostage by poison chihuahuas. Sucks to be him.
Could you
I hate
imagine?
when that happens.
I hate when that happens.
It's terrible. It's a real shame.
Was that a small caravan or a big caravan? I didn't even
Held
know.
hostage by poison chihuahuas whenever Prince is in my bed with me and he farts.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get Shannon.
You might be shocked to learn that Prince is like half chihuahua.
He's like a little stinky boy. He's a stinky boy, like Peanut. But much smaller.
He's a little stink beast.
Yeah.
Much like a Lalafell, his stink is condensed.
Peanut's a big stink beast.
But if you're after a play,
Despite his name, he's a large stink beast.
You just don't understand women.
Also, you two, please let me know if you encounter any camps that have expensive 4-star mods in it. I have so much money.
Okay.
I need to spend some of it down.
Okay, I can do that.
He just spawns a table and a drink.
The only that needs training is you.
So, this is who I meet. Anytime I hear the name Shannon in a video game, I immediately think of this specific design.
Really?
Her ultimate human disguise.
You'd hear that all the time.
Let me see this.
There you go.
Oh, right.
Great. God, the noises in this game. It's so bad. Just the most, like, truly painful I've ever heard.
Get out of here.
It's bad.
And folks, it's really bad.
I'm near the cap, so I'm going to spend money on doing another caravan.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That's actually really smart, yeah.
I'll whip you into
I need to do a couple of those.
I-
But I'll help you
Maybe-
with yours first.
Maybe that's what we do tonight.
We spend some money. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have to do my
actually,
weeklies. I haven't done any of my weeklies.
I actually do need to work
Damn.
more on the Blue Ridge thing, because I've been meaning to, and for when they put the
I
new
need to get in there.
guys in.
You can do it, Ben.
But I hope they put them in this time.
Oh, that's
around.
right. It's a trap.
I want the Cryptid Hunter, so I can get the Cryptid Hunter stuff. They seem
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's not in the PTS at all, so I'm wondering exactly what they're doing there.
cool. Maybe it's just too broken.
Like most
But
things. in
I
this
hope
game.
not. Ooh.
Like this activity.
Yeah. Which has somehow
Remember it was
gotten worse.
broken at launch, and somehow it's only gotten more broken.
They've made it significantly worse. It's honestly kind of impressive.
I'm a little worried about this one, because this one's on a route where I'm thinking there's a good chance it'll hit a place where it can just like get permanently soft locked.
I have learned if you just hit the Brahmin like a lot, it'll reset. You know, just beat it.
I love it.
Damn it.
What?
I think it's really funny that the video game fix a bug solution is to do something that people just do that's horrible in real life.
I do like the idea, the concept of, well, just hit the computer part until it works again.
I mean,
works in a video game.
What is this if not percussive maintenance, huh?
It's also just like, oh fuck, the cow's not moving. Just whack it with your gun. It'll get the picture eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen.
Like Jesus.
We can't afford to be kind all the time to God's creations, okay?
No, this one's only
God-
named. This one's
God's
name's only
creation.
showing as Pac Brahmin, which makes me very
Oh,
sad.
that's trash. Verm, you
I
didn't-
don't. I've only just started, so I can't name
Oh.
it yet. Be nice to me.
What are you gonna name it when you do?
Yeah.
Old meat chop, if I can help it.
Get out of here, you.
How's it going? Look, I'm just
I
saying.
love
like,
the children cheering sound effect.
It's
by the
really
way.
good.
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I should do the R version.
I need to get a version of that that has the confetti pop at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just a proper grunt birthday party sound effect.
She turns you into
Oh,
a chihuahua.
You got dogged.
Get dogged, idiot.
God damn it, you took my joke. Fuck.
I'm always doing this.
So evil and cruel.
You know what? I'm
That's
gonna
right.
do this so that I can just beat her down. This should finish it.
Is this a survival tip? This is cute.
Which one?
Got her.
Pavilion. Oh, it's the old beat up truck. Yeah, I love that one.
That's cute.
That
Huh.
happened like a season before everybody else got back into it.
I see.
I know.
That's probably in one of the Fallout first catch-ups.
Yeah,
And
but
if
I'm
it's
not
not in
playing
one
this.
yet, it will be before too long.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Mhm.
Because they still haven't added the one.
This is farewell.
There's a couple of the ones from the pit they still haven't added in yet, so I know that we're like slowly trying to catch up.
Bus!
Next time, you won't be disappointed.
God.
It's the bus that the gorilla came in on.
Bus?
Oh, what a good game.
It's an all-time. God, we're really flying
We
through
are
this thing, though.
cruising.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm thinking we might have been a little optimistic calling this God HandUAry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think it's
no.
gonna. I think it might take maybe 2 more sessions. She's
I
she's
don't
pouting 'cause
think
she
God
lost.
Hand is not going to survive to see a second Trump presidency.
Don't talk to her like that. Remember who's in charge.
I won't make excuses. You just have to let
All right, buddy.
me finish.
Wake up.
Actually, wait. When is is inauguration day the 20th? I
It's
forget.
20th.
16th.
I'll do
Okay. Either way, there's a good chance that God Hand will not survive to the next presidency.
Think we'd let Phil
Oh, we can
like
turn
you
into quest
screw
already.
this
By the way.
out?
We don't
Oh,
actually
okay.
kill the
We
ogre.
don't need to kill the ogre. That's cool.
I think it's very funny that it's like once you get it down to like 2/3 HP, it's like, you did enough.
Hey, you did enough work. It's fine.
I'm going to
Don't worry about it.
You're going to use a
Yippee!
can for this.
Wahoo!
Ion can capture the
Yeah.
God Hand. He can take your place.
Oh, oh my God! I didn't think about that.
Test me with that stupid toy.
Caravans
These
count
meetings are
as
going smoother.
events,
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
so you can just do those as your repeatable thing.
That's right.
Oh God.
I see.
God hand.
I'll go. Or unless you're already starting us on another one, I'd say.
No, I'm actually just buying an upgrade real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna go and maybe buy an upgrade and also maybe start another one.
Yeah, we're like maybe 40% of the way through the game.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Good
think
job,
we're-
Ben.
Thank
Bigger.
you. I think we're gonna call it here, though. I think this is good for tonight.
Yeah.
We
Yay.
made some real strong progress, and we'll be back. Probably later this week. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
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 We
Yeah,
were
this
already almost done, so damn, this was fun.
This was a lot of fun. I'm so happy to be playing God Hand again. The best, worst game of all time.
That's right. It's a good video game.
It's a bad
right.
video game, affectionate.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good
night.
night.